Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Help promote and rank up my channel. So this was going to be like a video full of different reviews like Scream 5 and Sonic, but that doesn't really make sense. Horror right next to a family-friendly film.
Watch a few movies, take a few notes. It was fun.
Quick bit of context. I love Sonic. 2 of my kids play Sonic on their tablets. Took for the first time my 4 toddlers to a theater as a sort of test run for my 4-year-old because he had a field trip coming up, and this was a sort of experiment because he has like severe ADHD and he's the most troublesome thing the school has ever experienced. We're talking about a kid that couldn't even sit still, even if he was being hunted down by a monster or a serial killer. Hell, he'd probably jump out and try to scare it. But shockingly, he stays seated the whole way through this movie. So let's talk about Sonic 2. Sonic tells Knuckles, Dr. Robotnik. It's an incredible video game movie, filled with all these characters, adventurous, fun, exciting, littered with Easter eggs, references to the video games. It's miles better than the first film. The flow, the pacing, the plot, just Sonic and Tails get a tremendous amount of screen time together, and that's awesome. I was so worried that human characters would take up all the time. It's always, let's take these characters and put them in a movie with a bunch of humans, a bunch of... It's usually pretty off-putting, but the first film was surprisingly good. This second film makes that film look like crap in comparison because all the things that were great about the first one, they just doubled down on that and improved it. They refined it. It is amazing. Having Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Dr. Robotnik taking up all the screen time. Granted, the humans do get a little bit of a subplot, a side story. But it's not them anybody came to see, so it's absolutely great that all the focus was on the actual characters from the Sonic lore, from the Sonic video games. Thankfully, this film has a great voice cast. Despite Jim Carrey not being in a fat suit, he's cartoonish and villainous enough to really sell it that he's Dr. Robotnik. I've always liked Tails a lot, and here you get a lot of Tails. And the companionship with him and Sonic, the dynamic duo, Batman and Robin, the action, awesome. There's some stuff in there that just rips straight out of video games. It's really cool. But again, what impresses me most is my 4 toddlers, ages 3 to 6, stayed seated and loved it. They loved it. That is good enough for me. That warrants high praise from me. This film absolutely nailed it. So on the negative side, though, there is that whole subplot with the human characters about a wedding, and some of those scenes take up too much time. They also kind of derail the flow of things, the adventures with Sonic and Tails racing against the clock, up against Dr. Robotnik and Knuckles, who have teamed up. And the humans, they just have this wedding that I didn't care about. I don't think anybody cares about it. Nobody's there to see that. It's just really long-winded. Yeah, I mean, it does weave together with the rest of the story and connect, but they keep breaking away to this wedding that nobody cares about. It interrupts the flow of everything else. And then it kind of just comes all about that setting for maybe 15 minutes, and that whole part of the movie could have just been tossed out. It wasn't really necessary. Probably would have helped the runtime because this does have a pretty strong runtime, but most of it is excitement the whole way through, except for the whole wedding thing. Could have done without it. Should have done without it. Easily could have been better ways. I understand the human characters need stuff too. but nobody's there to see them. Also, on the other hand, you know, they're there in the movie and you gotta do something with them. This is what they chose. I think they could have chose something that just made it fit in much, much better than this, because it really sticks out. Anyways, that's all I got for negatives. Overall, I would say Sonic 2 is an awesome film. It's an amazing film. As far as video game movies are concerned, this one is amazing. Quite possibly the best video game movie ever. Which, again, that's not saying much, because video game movies, good God. This movie's easily an 8 out of 10 for me. I mean, my kids loved it, and I couldn't ask for more than that. With that said, I will be going to view Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness tonight, and I will be putting up a review for that as soon as possible, which will probably be tomorrow. But check out some other videos, all that stuff. Let me know what you thought of Sonic 2 in the comment section below. Stay awesome. Rock on.
Follow me.